Ebunoluwa, and I'm going to be reading Little Miss Chatterbox and the Frog Prince by Roger Havrills. Poor Little Miss Chatterbox is very upset that no one wants to hear her rambling. One day, as she passes a lily pond, she meets a frog who is willing to listen to her gabble all day long. But the frog has a shocking secret, whatever could it be? Please read along with me. Thank you. Little Miss Chatterbox and the Frog Prince by Roger Havrills. Original concept by Roger Havrills, written and illustrated by Adam Havrills. But it will come as no surprise to you to hear that Little Miss Chatterbox likes to chatter. She will chatter all day long, non-stop, incessantly without a pause until the cows come home. Go to bed and wake up the next morning. And it will also come as no surprise to you to hear that all this chattering gets on people's nerves, particularly some people like Little Miss Bossy, who got cornered by Little Miss Chatterbox outside the post office. Good morning, Little Miss Bossy, started Little Miss Chatterbox. Adulthood is probably really the right description with all this rain we've been having, and actually we're getting wet standing around chatting in the rain like this. But it was so nice to see you that I thought I must stop and say good morning. Although, as I just said, good is not really. Oh, do be quiet, cried Little Miss Bossy, and she stomped off down the street. An impatient people like Mr. Wood, who got caught behind Little Miss Chatterbox in a queue at the butcher's. I must say, Mr. Chop, that this is a wonderful display of meat, she said to the butcher. It must take you a very long time to prepare it all. What time do you get up in the morning? It must be very early. I get up quite early, but you must get up even earlier. I bet you have sausages in the morning for breakfast. I have a bowl of... Who cares? Shouted Mr. Wood, and he stormed out of the shop. Oh, Little Miss Chatterbox, it's not very nice to be shouted at just when you think you are enjoying a polite conversation with somebody. Sometimes it makes Little Miss Chatterbox feel very sad. And one of those times, she went for a walk in the woods. As she walked along, talking to herself, she came to a pond where she saw a frog sitting on a lily pad, so she sat down for a rest. Well, Mr. Frog, you have a lovely spot here in the sun. It must be nice being a frog and not having everybody to tell you to be quiet, she said to the frog. Nobody else wants to listen to me, so I may as well talk to you. So she did. She talked for hours to the frog. She poured her heart out. Poor Little Miss Chatterbox. And all the while, the frog sat very still on his lily pad, watching her. Finally, Little Miss Chatterbox paused for a breath. Well, that's a terribly bad tale, said the frog. Said the frog? The frog could speak. Little Miss Chatterbox could not believe her ears. Well, I never, said Little Miss Chatterbox. A talking frog? The frog beamed. It's good to have someone so interesting to talk to, he said. The frog and little Miss Chatterbox had a wonderful conversation. They talked about everything and anything until it was time for little Miss Chatterbox to come home. Could I come back tomorrow? Asked little Miss Chatterbox. That would be lovely, replied the frog. Did go back the next day, and the day after that, and even the day after that. In fact, she went back every day for the next week. Then one day, little Miss Chatterbox said, "You're such a good listener. I could kiss you." And without saying another word, she did. She kissed the frog. And then something utterly remarkable happened. With a clap of thunder and a cloud of smoke, the frog magically turned into a prince. For the first time in her life, little Miss Chatterbox was lost for words. "Thank you," cried the prince. "A bad wizard turned me into a frog when I was young because I wouldn't stop talking and only a freely given kiss could break the spell." The prince then took little Miss Chatterbox to his kingdom, where everybody welcomed him back with open arms. And the prince was so grateful that he gave little Miss Chatterbox a job at the palace. And the official royal chant on the palace radio station.